Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the New York City Council vote on the Committee on Health. At this time, please silence all electronics and do not approach the dais. Chair, you may begin.
Good morning, everyone. I am Councilmember Lynn Schulman, Chair of the New York City Council's Committee on Health. Today, we will be voting on two resolutions. Proposed Resolution 165B, sponsored by Councilmember Mercedes Narcisse, and Proposed Resolution 822-A, sponsored by myself. Proposed Resolution 822A calls on the New York State Legislature to pass and the Governor to sign S705 and A2140, also known as the Fair Pricing Act. This legislation addresses a pressing issue: inflated costs of routine outpatient services such as X-rays, MRIs, and immunizations when performed in hospital settings compared to independent clinics or doctor's offices. This discrepancy often results from hospitals acquiring outpatient facilities and imposing higher facility fees, leading to increased financial burdens for patients. Under this legislation, payments for routine medical services would be capped at 150% of Medicare rates, regardless of service location. This site-neutral payment policy aims to eliminate unjustified price variations, ensuring that patients are not overcharged because of where they receive care. Additionally, the Act prohibits hidden facility fees and mandates greater transparency in healthcare pricing. Notably, research from the Brown University of Public Health concluded that if the Fair Pricing Act were implemented in 2022, it would have saved New Yorkers approximately $1 billion and would have reduced government spending on healthcare programs, including saving the New York City Health Benefits Program over $120 million. Therefore, by adopting this resolution, we advocate for a fairer healthcare system that prioritizes patients' well-being over profit margins. I urge my fellow committee members to support this initiative, reinforcing our commitment to accessible and affordable health care for all New Yorkers. Before we move to the vote, I will pass the mic to Councilmember Narcisse to make a statement on her resolution.
Thank you, Chair. You already gave all the background, so thank you for all that. But what I'm talking about, equity in healthcare. So many of us happen to, I don't want to say lucky or blessed, to be able to have a child without any problem. But some of our neighbors, friends, and families are struggling. And how you explain to them that is something that is your problem when you cannot afford it. And I don't think health care should be about money. It should be a right to everyone. And this is a healthcare issue too, for so many that think that everyone should be able to have a baby with no problem. But there is a lot of folks out there that are having difficulty, and it's a very challenging thing when you listen to folks that is, really willing to have a baby and cannot. How do we explain that as society? So I feel like everyone deserves their opportunity, and it's not something they choose for their own self, like they cannot have a baby, but it's a very difficult process for those that cannot have it. So I encourage my colleagues not to look into what you feel, but think about the brothers, the sisters, the neighbors that you're dealing with that are having the challenges and giving them the opportunity. So for that, I would encourage all my colleagues to vote aye for that.
Thank you. Clerk, we are ready to begin the vote.
Good morning, William Martin, Committee Clerk. Roll call vote, Committee on Health. Items are coupled. Chair Schulman.
Aye.
Gennaro. Feliz. De La Rosa.
Aye.
Menin.
Aye, and I want to congratulate my colleagues on these important resolutions.
Narcisse.
Totally aye.
Zhuang.
Aye.
Marmorato.
I vote aye on Reso 165A, and I vote no on Reso 822A.
Ariola. Following results, proposed resolution 165B has been adopted by the committee with 6 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions. And proposed resolution 822A has been adopted by the committee with 5 in the affirmative, 1 in the negative, and no abstentions. and the roll will be held open at request of the
So,
chair.
I've asked for the roll to be kept open for Councilmember Ariola, who's on her way in. Thank you.
To deserve my own vote on it? Don't you think?
He's trying to reach you, man.
Quiet, please, quiet, please. Sergeants, are we rolling? Continuation roll call, Committee on Health. Councilmember Felice.
Aye on all.
Thank you. Final vote count, Committee on Health. Resolution 165B has been adopted by the committee with 7 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions. And proposed resolution 822A is adopted by the committee with 6 in the affirmative, 1 in the negative, and no abstentions. Chair Schulman to close.
Thank you. The hearing of the Health Committee is now adjourned, and I want to thank everyone for their votes on behalf of the 2 resolutions that we had today, particularly the Fair Pricing Act. Thank you.